Should you pre-order Battlefield 2042? Or should you avoid it like the plague because, my god, did Battlefield 5's Deluxe Edition get you in a bit of a pickle? Have the rough launches of previous games got you a little bit nervous about this one? Well, let's talk about that today. Now, without further ado, if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave it a nice, thick, and juicy like as always. And of course, if you enjoy this kind of content, you want more like it, don't forget to hit that big red sexy subscribe button right underneath the video. Also, I gotta say, I've been streaming a ton lately and it's been an absolute joy to have you guys tuning into the streams. If you want to swing by and say hi, I am streaming around 1 p.m. Eastern time most weekdays, so if it's around that time for you, feel free. If not, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I am live. Lastly, but not least, gotta say thank you to my channel members. You guys help make these videos possible. If you want to join, get access to the exclusive perks that they get, then don't forget to check out the link in the description or hit the blue join button. Anyway, let's begin. So just a quick disclaimer to be transparent about myself and what I have done. I have pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition of the game. Why have I done that? Because I'm a content creator and I know I'm going to pour tons of hours into the game. Also, since I'm a content creator, I can let you guys know if this was a worthwhile pre-order when I get my hands on the actual skins in the game, which will likely become available at some point after launch, as they almost always do for these games. So if you're waiting to pre-order but you like the pre-order bonuses, I'm sure they'll be more than happy at EA to sell them to you at a later date. That's why I've done that. That doesn't necessarily mean that that is the best decision for you. Now, before you consider pre-ordering, there are various questions you should ask yourself. Number one, what kind of a fan are you? Like I just said, I'm a content creator and I know I'm going to be playing a ton of this game anyway, so I know I'm going to put tons of hours into it no matter what. But if you're not a content creator or you're not necessarily a hardcore Battlefield fan, you may not necessarily put a ton of hours into this game. And this kind of is aimed more towards the fans of other franchises that are going to be coming to 2042. I know the trailers look amazing, trust me, but I almost want to pull from my experience with Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2019 looked amazing, got me really hyped. Ended up playing the game. It was my first Call of Duty that I'd played since probably Modern Warfare 3, and it just wasn't quite what I was expecting. Now, I didn't pre-order the game. I bought it after it had launched and some reviews had came out, and I still decided to purchase it, and it still just wasn't quite what I was looking for. It's a very different experience from Battlefield, and it just didn't click with me, and that's okay. I know a lot of people did like the game, some people didn't. It's down to each individual person, but that's what I kind of want to tell you guys who are coming to Battlefield for the first time, or maybe it's not your first time, but you're coming from another franchise that you prefer. Battlefield is a very different experience from a lot of other FPS games, and you may not necessarily fall in love with it. So I would say hold off on the pre-order in that situation just because you don't want to be stuck with the price tag of that if you end up not really enjoying the game and you put it down after like a week. Now, if you are a hardcore fan and you know you're going to put some time into it, the next question you have to ask yourself is, have I been hurt by pre-orders in the past? And I don't mean for other games, I mean for specifically Battlefield, because that's what we're looking at here. Now, I guess you could consider, if you pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077 like yours truly and got, screwed over that time, well, maybe you want to take that into consideration. I know for a lot of people that pre-ordered games like Battlefield 4, which, while it's a great game now in its launch state, was a little bit of a rough experience. And then also Battlefield 5, the most recent title, which I think generated the most outrage for those of us that did pre-order that game, especially if you're a deluxe edition pre-order. Yeah, that was pain. Essentially, with the deluxe edition, if you're not aware, you were supposed to get some cosmetic items. I think it was like 20 airlifts, and it ended up not being quite what was advertised, so not great. So definitely take those kinds of things into consideration if you are considering to pre-order Battlefield 2042. Now, if we've gotten this far and you're still like, you know what, I think I'm gonna pre-order, I'm not sure, but I'm still thinking that maybe I could, or maybe I should. Well, then you wanna look at which version of the game that you actually want to pre-order if you're still hell-bent on doing so. Now, there are 3 different versions. There's a standard, the gold, and the ultimate. All of them are going to give you early access to the beta, and all of them are going to give you like the general kind of pre-order bonuses, like a melee knife, a weapon charm, a player card, and a background tag. So you're going to get at least that with the base game. Now, beyond that, depending on if you get the gold edition or the ultimate edition, you will get other pre-order bonuses like certain skins for your specialists. The ultimate edition has the digital art book and the digital soundtrack, and then you can also get early access to the game itself before it launches. So you might want to look at those and see which one is best for you at which price point, which one seems the most valuable to you, and then just decide from there. Now, lastly, I want to give my general recommendation. This is just a flat general recommendation recommendation if you're not sure on anything that I've talked about so far and you're just lost on the whole thing. My recommendation, even if you even are considering really hardcore pre-ordering it, is wait until after the beta. Again, this goes back to players coming from other franchises. This also goes back to people who feel like they kind of got screwed over by Battlefield 5's pre-order bonuses and the digital deluxe edition. Get your hands on it, see how the game feels, see if you enjoy the mechanics of the game, see if you enjoy the flow of the game, see if the beta's in a decent state for a beta, or is it really, really buggy? Does it feel like it shouldn't even be in beta yet? Get a good feel for it and make sure you enjoy it before you just give EA your hard-earned money. After that, it's totally up to you. You can decide, oh, you know what, I really enjoyed this, I'm gonna pre-order this certain edition and go from there. Or maybe you decide, you know what, Battlefield just isn't for me, and you decide not to pre-order, save yourself a few bucks. Maybe if you want to, you can catch it on sale later on down the line just to put a few hours into it. It's totally up to you, but my general recommendation is, again, at least wait for the beta. Even if you wanna wait until after it launches, and wait for reviews to come out, do that as well just to be on the really safe side, just to see if it's in a worthwhile launch state. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Let me know down below if you're going to pre-order the game, and if so, let me know what edition you want to pre-order. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.